Hello. I'm recording this because I realise that for many weeks now we seem to have been hitting and missing about our sermons. So this is not a sermon, this is just a few minutes reflecting on today's Bible passage. I have to say I'm recording this in advance of the APCM, so I don't know what will be happening at our annual meeting. So don't feel any words here are a reflection of anything that anybody said or did. It's Saturday afternoon when I record this. Our reading for this week is John chapter 10, beginning at the first verse. Jesus said to the Pharisees, "Very truly I tell you, anyone who does not enter the sheepfold by the gate, but climbs in by another way, is a thief and a bandit. The one who enters by the gate is the shepherd of the sheep. The gatekeeper opens the gate for him, and the sheep hear his voice. He calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. When he has brought out all his own, he goes ahead of them, and the sheep follow him because they know his voice. They will not follow a stranger, but they will run from him because they do not know the voice of strangers." Jesus used this figure of speech to them, but they did not understand what he was saying to them. So again Jesus said to them, "Very truly I tell you, I am the gate for the sheep. All who come before me are thieves and bandits, but the sheep did not listen to them. I am the gate. Whoever enters by me will be saved and will come in and go out and find pasture. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly." One of the questions that could be asked is why we are having our annual meeting within our worship. And it's very easy to say, well, it's nothing to do with our worship of God. But actually how we order our church and how we live our lives is a lot to do with how we worship God. It's at the very heart of who we are, that we do things decently and in order, not only in our worship, but in our business dealings, in our dealings with each other. And so we're following Jesus, and he calls us forward. And so much of what we do, we end up doing the wrong thing. We get caught up in the things that aren't really kingdom stuff. We are hearing, we're being called away by other voices, and we forget to hear Jesus. Over the last few years since COVID, we've had a chance to rethink and reimagine. We spent last year discerning and rethinking our vision, and we say we want to widen our faith. And that's widen our faith to show that, to learn more about Jesus, widening our faith to include more people in the kingdom. All of those, it's a big challenge, it's an exciting challenge. And we do it because we are following Jesus. He is the Good Shepherd. He is leading us to new pasture, to safe pasture. And the problem is we can get too busy being involved in and concerned with the business that we forget who it is we serve. And so as we go through the reports, as we look at our finances, as we elect and appoint officials and officers for our churches, we do so because we are kingdom people, and that is the manner within which we do it. We try not to follow the stranger, the one that is coming to steal and destroy. We have to keep our eyes on Jesus and not be sidestepped by the things that other people would have us do, which are not what God is calling us to. We need to keep that focus, keep that concern. And the other thing is that we all need to be part of it. The sheep have to follow the shepherd. There's no good sitting in the sheepfold and going, well, somebody else can eat the grass. We all have to get out and walk. And we do that because we are kingdom people. Jesus isn't coming to give us rotas and lists and work to do and arguments to have and to drain and control and minimise our life. He comes that we have life and have it abundantly. And when we know that we are living the abundant life that Jesus is calling us to, then we do roles in the church because it's part of that. And they should sit lightly, and they should sit with joy. And when we remember that, when at the heart of what we do is the joy of serving God, then we will have life and have it abundantly. So whatever's going to happen at the APCM, I don't know. But God is with us. He came that we might have life and have it abundantly. Amen.